Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I improve my aim. As you guys know, my aim is pretty decent, especially with an AR. This is what I do to basically practice my aim, and I usually do this as a warm before I come on as well. I'll leave a link to the map in the description. If you guys want to use this, the exact same thing I want to use, it will help you a lot. And I'll also mention a few little things later in the video which you can do to also help your aim as well. I don't usually do the Tower Frenzy ones. They're good and everything, but they're just not that realistic. So I don't actually like doing them that much. But first thing I like to do is the vertical one. So you just shoot the start button and it starts, and you basically just track it all the way down and all the way back up. Just like that. It just practices your tracking vertically, basically. I mean, it's really easy to do. All you have to do is keep your cursor on the thing, and that's basically how I practice when people are dropping down. That's just how I practice tracking people who are going vertically. It's really easy to get the hang of once you get used to it. The one thing I will say is that having a low dead zone is not great, as you won't be able to make the fine adjustments when you're moving left to right. But I mean, that's totally personal preference, to be fair. So I go back to lobbies, shoot the back lobby button, and into the next one. I usually do the horizontal straight after this. It's the exact same concept. It's just going horizontal to the vertical. This is good for when people are gliding. You can just shoot them out the sky when they're gliding. It just helps you track when people are winning as well. You don't want your targeting sensitivity. If you look at my targeting sensitivity on the zombies, for example, it's a little bit faster than the zombie is. Like, this is funny, so it's faster than the zombie, so I can actually keep track of him. But because I've got I think my dead zone's 12. I'm pretty sure my dead zone is 12. I can actually keep up with the zombie and just track the zombie perfectly, pretty much every single time. So that's what I do to basically practice my tracking horizontally when people are running on, people are gliding. The next thing I like to do is quite a weird one, but it's actually this stationary, and basically this is designed for shotguns and flick shots. But what I like to do is just sit here and just go up and move across and just shoot them as I go around in a circle. It just practices you snap onto the character. And it looks like I'm on Legacy right now because the aim's just snapping on. But this is just me being used to it and knowing how to aim on new settings. But this is really good for snapping onto target all of a sudden. As soon as you want to quickly flick onto someone, this is really good for that. It's just instant a lot. You can lock onto them and basically shoot them like that. So this is what I fully recommend doing. A lot of people don't do this sort of thing, but I fully recommend doing this as it helps you just flick onto people. Similar to Tower Frenzy, but it's a lot more realistic to Fortnite. So I'd fully advise doing this one. Next one, return back to lobby over here. The next one I usually do is the TWP Classic. I don't actually do the TWP Classic with a shotgun. I usually just drop down and just as I drop down, I just try to shoot them right down here and just try and hit headshots every single time. And it'll just help you get the fine tuning of your aim. This is why you need have a high dead zone, because you won't be able to move that little tiny bit if you've got a low dead zone very easily. That's why I play a 12 dead zone, so I think it's quite good for me, to be fair. So this is all I basically do, is just sit at the back here and just try and practice hitting headshots on different bots from different ranges. So the final thing I usually do is the Tito bounce. It's just basically loads of bounce pads, and just zombies come out here. You can do this with the submachine gun. It works quite well with the submachine gun. But I just try and hip fire and track the zombies while I'm not aimed in. Basically, hip firing, it just helps you so you don't use the aim assist. It just helps you so try and get a feel for the tracking without aiming in, so it gets used to your shotgun aim as well. So it's just good for your track and the hip firing. It's really good for a submachine gun, this. But this is I usually do this in my warm up as well. is really good to help you warm your aim up when as soon as you come online. I'd fully recommend doing all of these drills, but I'd especially recommend doing the stationary one where you're just shooting the bots out of town. So you just practice you flicking onto them. It's really helpful. So basically, guys, that's what I do to practice my AR aim. I also just try and practice online as well. Just try and take the time over my shot. Make sure I always get first shot accuracy and just try and track them as they are trying to build. It's just a case of practicing for you guys to get it down as best as you possibly can, to be honest. There's no real secret to it besides practice shooting and make sure you keep your dot on them basically, and this just helps with that. If this video helps you guys out, be sure to drop a like on it, it does help me out a lot. Drop a comment if you do have any questions about anything, and I will have a settings video coming out soon. It's probably my next video after this one, so be sure to stay tuned for my new settings on exponential, not on linear, so be sure to stay tuned for that.